Welcome back to Verilog videos. Today in this video I want to be discuss about the control blocks. So because while you are writing any programming language like C programming language or any other programming language, you want to be use the control and conditional statements. Without control and conditional statements, so we can't write that means like any programming language implementation, and we can't implement the other logics also. Okay, so here the definition also saying the hardware behavior cannot be implemented without conditional statements and other ways to control the flow of the logic. See here, for example, I want to be check the either that value is I am giving it's the correct or not. So at the time I have to be follow that condition statements. So how many times I want to be repeat a particular statement, otherwise how much time I want to be go for a particular block of the code, and I want to be repeat that block of the code for that successful functionality of any particular hardware, otherwise particular circuit diagram. So without these conditional control statements, it is impossible. So here Verilog has a set of mechanisms and control flows blocks. So same I told you previously when I'm starting this course. Verilog is a syntax. It's a similar to the C programming structure. Means like the syntax same is like. So here while you are watching this video, you will easily within 5 minutes you can easily understand this control statement syntax and usage, and the examples of based on that condition statements and control statements. First, the condition statement is if else if. So we know already very well, already we know the C programming language, the same like here. If you are recalling those, the syntax of if is if expression and statement. Okay, this without else I can write if expression and after that statement. Means if the expression is true, then it is the execution of the statement is going to be executed. Otherwise it can out from that if block. Yes, same if statement with else. So if expression statement else statement means if the expression is true, what is the condition I have given in if block, it will be true, then it will goes to the statement of under the if block. Otherwise it will go to the execute and the statement of else block. Okay, so next and those are only single statements if and if else. But here I am going to be execute a multiple statements under if block, otherwise else block. Okay, so when you are going to be execute multiple uh, lines in C programming language, we know we can write a open brace and we can close close that brace after a number of lines, a number of statements. But here when you are executing a multiple lines, otherwise multiple statements under if block, then you have to be start the keyword, means it's a begin. You have to put the keyword begin. Remember, not only if you want to be start with a for loop, you want to be repeat, means like number multiple statements. If you want to be sprint, means like if you want to be execute, then you can go with a begin keyword. So if expression begin, you are going to be check the multiple statements. Okay, and I am ending this begin, and else I am begin again because I have multiple statements. So multiple statements I am going, so I am closing the begin, means it is end. Okay, so this is the syntax. Just you will remember the syntax, because based on the syntax we will implement the number of programs. The logic of the programs also depends on this syntax. Okay, next one is if else if. So if else if statements, already we know the syntax already. If expression, if the expression is true, then it is going to be execute the statement under the if block. Otherwise else if, otherwise else condition. So this is a conditional statements of that Verilog. Just remember, so same, it is similar to the C programming syntax. Next I am going to introduce one of the loop statement here, that is a forever. It's not a forever loop. Forever loop means it is going to be like infinity, we can say. This loop will continuously execute the statements within the block. So the keyword we can use forever. What are the statements? If you want to be use, give the statements, and I am giving the forever begin. When you are using the begin means we are using the multiple statements. Okay, for single statement there is no need to give any begin keyword, but while you are implementing the multiple statements you have to be start with the begin and end with the end keyword. See the example here, module, my block is a module name. Okay, here I am not taking any port numbers, just without port numbers also we can implement the module. Already we discussed in previous videos. So initial begin, what is the use of initial keyword? Because here I have the multiple lines for execution. After module you have to write the initial begin. Okay, so initial begin, forever begin, because why I'm writing again in forever, after begin, after forever I'm writing begin means I have multiple statements for executing under the forever block. So display is the keyword, dollar display you have to write whatever you want to be display on your monitor. So this will be printed forever, simulation can hang. Okay, so it will be print up to that simulation will be hang. So here I am ending this begin with end keyword, and again this begin with end keyword, and after that I have to end this module with end module. See here every statement will be ending with semicolon in Verilog. Just then you will get this output. This will be printed forever, simulation can hang, like it will print and so on, like infinity infinity infinity. After 5000 times it will print, after it will be kill that process. Okay, it will be hang. Next, repeat loop. So I want to be introduce another new loop here, that is the repeat loop. So we will not see this type of words in a C programming language, but when you are working with a Verilog code, you will get this type of things. Okay, so repeat loop is the keyword we can use the repeat. Okay, so here the whatever you are using the keywords. We can use in a case sensitive, because small letters we have to use, otherwise if it is a capital letter then we can use the capital letters. But as it is, whatever the keywords are there you have to use same like that, because it is a case sensitive language. Okay, so syntax is the repeat number of times, how many times you want to be repeat. So begin statements become number of times, because when I'm going to number of times I have to use the begin keyword, because I'm going to execute number of times because it is a multiple lines. So after that I am ending with a begin, sorry, end keyword. Okay, so example here, see module, my underscore block is a module name, initial begin. Next I am starting with repeat of 5 begin, a display, this is a new iteration. So the new iteration is going to be display on my screen of 5 times, because I am using the repeat loop of 5. It will display, it will repeat this statement up to 5 times. So the display keyword here means the statement will what is the string inside in this display, it will print on your monitor. Okay, so after that you have to be end by using the end keywords. Next, while loop. So this is also one of the important loop while you are executing and while you are implementing any programming language. Okay, so for example I am writing directly here, because we know very well about the syntax of while loop. The while loop syntax is while expression, otherwise the condition, if the condition is true I am going to be execute the statements. Okay, so same here, via module I am giving the my underscore block module, integer I is equal to 5 I am taking, initial begin, if I mean sorry, while I is greater than 0, whereas I is greater than 0, begin, the iteration is the value of I is printing, and after that I am updating the value of I. Okay, so this is already we know these things very well. So same as it is what you are implementing in C programming language, here in Verilog also we are implementing. Next one is important loop is for loop. So the syntax is same like for loop as it is whatever you are using in C programming language, that is initial assignment. Next one is conditional means condition. After that we have to do the updation. Okay, so this is the syntax of for loop. Just I am writing the for loop code here, one of the